okay.
Hey, look. Speak your mind. Speak.
Turn up.
Break that boy right quick. One time. Break the knob one round, man. All right.
Come on, break the knob one.
Just one round. You can break it.
Yeah, okay. Let me go find
You want some more chicken?
No. You guys want to
no more chicken. He don't want no more
but you
chicken.
can get the whole Rudy's experience. You got to go sit in the parking lot.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
Then you
I want to see what this is about. How he be like frying the whole chicken though. He fried a whole bird.
Oh, do it?
Yeah, I heard he drop a whole bird and he got the sauce. Don't he got some sauce?
He got some salt or something, some seasoning salt.
Seasoning on it,
Yeah, he got a seasoning game, give you high blood pressure real quick. So if you start feeling like you got a headache in a minute, you all right.
That's what that was.
That's the Rudy's, man.
I was wondering. Mic check. Is this thing on?
It's on.
Well, all right. ¿Quién habla? Si habla español. Bueno, ¿cómo estás? Bien, ¿y tú?
Look, welcome to Big Mouth Munda.
Big Mouth Munda.
Hey.
What's up? This your girl Mo Miller. We live here with Darius McCrary. What's up, Darius? Let's go in, baby.
Hey. Party. The turn up is real. Hey, Mo, I want to thank you for saying my name correctly. I've been called everything under the sun but a child of God for years.
Wow.
Darius McCrary call. Arsenio Hall likes to call me clack.
Oh,
Because
man.
it's difficult. I think it's difficult, especially for black folks to say the re, like the McCrary, because we don't. It's difficult, and then it throws people too because there are not very many black Irish people. So
Really?
I'm
You're Irish?
Yeah, I'm Irish. McCrary. Usually black folks like a Johnson or James or Jones
Hey,
or
now.
Jackson, but so that's why we're not used. Matthews. There's some black Matthews.
I ain't seen too many black Matthews.
Hey, I was a McBride.
You got Irish in you too.
Oh, really?
Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson.
Thank
My
you.
dad's a Johnson.
Thank you so much.
So I have
Miss
that,
Mo.
too.
You pronounced my name correctly. I'm Darius McCrary, and I'm pleased and honored to be here. I just had some Rudy's chicken. You guys have set this thing off, and the turn up is off the chain, and it is real, and there's sexy people in this room. There's sexy people in this room. You're getting sexy. I'll receive it, and I believe it.
Oh,
Sexy.
Ouchie. Hey, y'all know how it goes. Y'all, welcome to the Big Mouth Radio Show.
She said my name right.
He is on. Somebody out there been really saying his name wrong.
I'm serious.
Wow. Okay.
But I'm cool with it. I'm good as long as you say it.
Okay. As long as they say it right.
Well, okay, Mo said it. You heard that from the Big Mouth Radio Show. Mo said, y'all better say my name right. I was cool with it. I'm like, hey, I got to the point where I was like, hey, just make sure you spell my name wrong.
Hey, do that. Wait a minute. What?
Unless it's a
Hey,
check came
wait a
in.
minute. Do that.
Spell it wrong on a check. That's real.
Hey, tell me this. Do they call you Eddie sometimes?
They do. They call me Eddie. They call me Malcolm. Because Malcolm was Young and the Restless.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So that was when I replaced Shamar Moore. Yeah, Young and the Restless. Yeah, Eddie's my homeboy. As soon as we finish this interview, I will call him and tell him how much you love him.
Oh.
I love Malcolm.
Malcolm, yeah.
So
Royce,
who was the
Royce,
maintenance man? What was the
He
maintenance
was
man?
Malcolm too, coincidentally.
Was he? His
He
name was Malcolm too.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
The guy that was singing on the trash truck. What was his name?
Tommy.
Tommy.
Yes.
I mean, he used to sing. He used to bless people on the street.
He did. He was a good guy.
Singing. Singing in the street, slanging that trash, working hard.
Yeah, he was just misunderstood. He had some anger, some misdirected anger, And so he was, but however, music calms and soothes a savage beast. So, music was therapeutic for him. So Tommy was healed through music, and he was able to heal through the gift of music, through his God-given talent, which was his voice. And that's why he had something to sing about once he received the Lord. And Irma P. Hall was in that movie. She's a great actress, an awesome actress. She was in Soul Food. Yeah, I love Irma. Oh, I love that woman. She was so beautiful to work with. And which one was it? Tamara. It was Tamara.
The twins.
It was the twins. Tamara. Yeah, I get them mixed up sometimes.
And they hate that.
I know. I'm
they
sorry.
hate
I'm
that.
sorry,
They
ladies. I'm sorry. Y'all are mamas and stuff now. I was gonna call you girls. You grown. I was gonna say something else, but we got little people in the room today. So I'm gonna try. Oh, okay. Yeah. She's grown. She's a grown woman. She's grown.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me.
Yeah, but that was a good one. Yeah, so they call me a lot, but I just answered it to Darius. It's all good. I don't take offense to anything. After all these years of being in this industry for 30 years now, it is a blessing and a privilege when you get to receive that love from your folks. So I don't care. That's why I just got to the point where I say, just spell my name wrong. But today you heard it first on Big Mouth Radio. Mo said y'all better start saying my name right.
Y'all better start saying. You can't. Hey, we can't grow with people saying our name wrong.
That's right. That is
I received that.
See, that's your birthday gift.
Right.
That's your birthday gift. You just had a birthday gift.
Yes.
Yes.
I sure
May
did.
the first.
Yeah.
Big 40. Look, 40. 40.
We turning up for you too. Thank you, y'all. Thank you so much.
You turned 40?
Shh. Don't tell anybody.
What? Them good.
Because, I know it was on Entertainment Tonight. You know what? I'm going to tell you what was so cool about, turning 40. I've always felt mature, because I started young and I was raised around a lot of elders, but when I turned 40, I really have gained the privilege and earned the privilege to call some people young man and young lady. So now I can be like, yeah, young man. That's I feel distinguished,
I have to agree with him on that. When I turned the corner at 40, I was like, man, I am grown. I am actually grown. Because when I was 20, what is that, 39? I did not feel grown.
I'm 39.
Well, you still ain't 39.
You rocking that.
I turned 40 in September.
You rocking that. You rocking that.
I turned 40 in September.
Had they started calling you school then?
They been calling me school.
When they call you school, that's when it's the problem. Yeah.
Hey, they been calling me school.
I like that. I tried. I tried. I really do subscribe to the old school though, because there's some principles from the old school that we really need to implement in today's society and in today's world. We've gotten so caught up in stuff with technology. Just some of that old stuff works. The respect that for elders. And so that's why I think now that I am 40, I feel really good about that, because now I can really honestly and earnestly say that with conviction and commitment. Respect your elders.
Right.
That's how we were brought up. And in today's world,
right.
they don't do that enough. And this generation, it's a trip how, even with children and their parents, I find that there are some children who rely on information from Google, and they respect the word from Google more than they respect the word from their parents.
Right.
Right. At 40, I've come to a place now where I can honestly say, respect your damn elders.
Right.
Some of y'all respect your elders.
Look, get your ass somewhere and
Put
sit
some
down.
respect on it.
Put
damn.
some
Are you
respect
finished?
on it.
Are you done?
Look, wait a minute. All three of y'all. All three of y'all. Put some respect on it.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you. I think that he was just such in a moment of, because he's whatever he is. Okay. And I got respect for what he's done, but I think he was in such a moment. He was so passionate about what he was saying. He didn't care what he was saying. He wanted you to feel it.
But what did he come there for? That's what I'm talking about. You went on the Breakfast. You went on the Breakfast Club, and I don't know what. That's what I'm saying. But you went on there, and then you said 2 or 3 words, then you get up and leave. Come on, dude. You came for the radio guy? That's the radio guy, like he said.
But that's what I'm saying. He didn't even know what he was saying. That's why he said a few words. He couldn't even get it out. He was so upset. He was so mad, and he knew he couldn't cuss.
What was he mad for?
Well, somebody was saying something about him.
With his name.
Somebody was playing with it. Somebody was saying something about him.
They been talking about Birdman and Young Wiz. You know they been talking about him and Lil Wayne.
Right.
Kissing.
Right. And then
What they do?
Right, they do. That's true. But then then it was also talking about, they were saying a whole bunch of, like, he was ripping people off and doing stuff. And
Oh,
so I think
see,
he was saying, and the truth of the matter is, this is the funny thing about entertainment. You know, people look at what we do. You know, they hear y'all doing this show, and, you know, we having a good time. And believe me, it is turned up. Way, all the way up.
Right.
All the way up.
Right there. We gonna drop that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, remix.
Right.
But people don't know, like, all that we go through. Like, they don't know what it took to set this up for, and nor do they care, you know, because that's our job to provide a service.
Right.
They're not supposed to know. So, you know, as artists, we live with this pain that we have to carry around, you know, because it takes a lot of discipline, focus, dedication, you know, and commitment to be able to produce, you know, at a certain level. So people don't know all he's had to deal with Weezy. People don't know how much money, how many checks he's had to write. You don't know how many times he's had to bail dude out of jail. You don't know what he's gone through. We don't know that man's story. And so we steady judging people, looking at stuff. You know, it trips me out, like even on Instagram today. You know, I know so many people that are actually jealous of people on their Instagram page.
Right,
like,
right.
Dude, you don't even know, like you don't even know if that's somebody's Rolls Royce that they were sitting in. Exactly. You don't know, but you hating on this person. You don't know if that man love his wife. He kissing her on Instagram. She posted this picture. She might have posted the picture because she saw something on his Facebook she didn't like. So she hit him with an Instagram. And they look all happy. And you like, they make me sick. No, you don't know. You don't know what they do.
That's hate, but you know what?
Trying to project a positive image, you know?
I'm going to tell you, but you see, like, where we are is a lot of Hispanic, right?
Hola, okay. Si habla español.
Big mouth mundo. But listen, they came together. You see that? Do y'all see this mall that we in?
I love it.
This used to be a black mall.
I love it.
Well,
let me say something.
It used to be a black mall, all black.
Mo, I hate to say this, and I'm gonna say it, and it's gonna be funny. I'm just letting you know. Get ready. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. But I'm gonna say this, and I say this earnestly and honestly from my heart, and I really hope you guys look past the joke and hear what I'm saying. Where we're headed, there are a lot of things that would have used to been black if we don't straighten up and fly right.
Right. Because see, you know what? They're seeing other things. You can't. But I'm finna tell them. This is the problem. You can't come together. You can't get us to get in unity.
And it's so, and that's
they are in unity. I'm talking about.
And that's by design, though. It's not our faults. It's by design. But what we have to stop doing is talking about it and being upset at folks and learn the game and play within our parameters and within our world by the rules that are being created.
Right.
That's what it is. You know, you can't go to, if you want to, those you like to gamble. Hey, you people are getting a little bit loud out there. Hey, you people. You. Hey. Isn't that what they call us? Hey,
right.
You people.
Hey, us. Hey, us. We're live. Hey, we're live. Do y'all want to stay out there, or do y'all want to kind of like be quiet or something, you know?
Mo, there are a lot of things that used to be black.
You know what? And they need to bring it back.
We have to. Like, we really got to figure out how to. And you know what? The cold-blooded thing is once we stop, you know, being jealous or hating, you know, on each other, you know, we can redirect that and refocus that energy. And once we refocus that energy, we can begin to move forward. I mean, I'm going to tell you, one of the things that I really, really miss, and I wasn't there, but I miss it because it means so much to me, the documentation of it, are the marches and how we used to need each other.
Right.
See, we needed each other at one point, you know, but we've been fooled.
Now everybody is so, like.
Yeah, we really still do.
I mean, if somebody get 100,000 followers on Instagram, you can't tell them a damn thing.
You sure right?
Look at my Instagram page. I got 100,000 followers on Twitter. I got
1 million views on one of my posts.
Right. For lighting myself on fire.
Light myself on fire. That was bad. Look, we go through so many of these challenges. Won't you challenge somebody to do something positive instead of setting yourself on fire?
I'm gonna tell you what I like to see happen, and I'm putting this out there. And if anything happens to me, you guys just know most of the entertainers who take a stance are the ones who leave early. So, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because God got this. But what I challenge I'm just putting this out there everywhere I go. I want to see us use this social media stuff to stand together. We don't have to march anymore. For those of you that don't want to march, and those of you who ain't gonna stand, and we're not gonna, rah rah rah, we shall overcome. Okay, those days are gone. I do say at least once in a lifetime, go to one of the Million Man marches. It'll change your life. But I'm gonna tell you this: we need to get that social media, and we really should, Black Friday. For what? You can buy stuff all year, so you get a discount.
Right.
Black Friday,
right.
We don't need to participate in that.
What is Black Friday?
Exactly.
What happened? Yeah, you
What
in the
happened?
black on Black Friday.
Right. Well, that's what they tell us. Yeah.
When the black people come out.
Right. Right.
You know what?
Right.
They did. They
Right.
tried that, but I'm gonna tell
Right.
you. I'm gonna tell you. They tried that last year, and then it was like, oh, I ain't spending no money. Shoot, I need some hair. I need some hair.
Right.
Yeah. They said, oh,
Everything is on discount.
everything.
Everything ever were.
Everything.
But no, but
Everything but what?
everything ever were.
Yeah, everywhere.
But I would say what I'd love to see is let's get together and say, okay, we're not buying gas. Let's post that on Facebook. Let's shut it down and be like, yo, we're not buying gas today. If we once a month, just once a month we were like, everybody got together and we started posting and talking and whatever, and we once a month we didn't we're not buying gas. Once a month. If we really were able to boycott a movie, for instance, you guys in entertainment today, the only real movies that really make money are movies with superheroes in them, and movies that cater to us.
No. Sexual.
Oh
Sex.
yeah, that too.
Sex is selling,
too.
and I mean our
It
kids
is.
are watching this.
It is.
It's so many different stuff they're
is.
putting inside commercials, and
It is.
it's just to sell a product.
It is. And what's sad about that is a lot of people don't realize that sex could do you worse than drugs and alcohol.
Yeah, that's a worse addiction.
Man,
than most of them.
that's right.
It's gonna do you worse than drugs and alcohol. It's getting hot in here. Speaking of sex, take my jacket off. Ooh.
Say, it's got. It's got. Hey,
Gosh, do I have a big mouth? Let me shut up.
no, because if your mouth ain't big, you ain't saying shh.
Oh, right. I like that. I like that there.
Right,
They won't leave me alone.
man.
Hey,
Look,
so you're in the music industry then? You do it with music,
Yeah.
acting, all that. What you got going right
Yeah,
now?
man. Yeah, I'm a musician. I was a musician first. I love music. I love real music. I was raised, by my family's musical. The McCrarys. My dad, Howard McCrary, is Grammy nominated. He's worked with some of the best of the best. From my dad's worked with Stevie Wonder, Diana Ross, Maurice White, London Philharmonic, LA Philharmonic, to Michael Jackson, Prince, Shaka Khan. I can keep going, but and my uncles and aunts, his brothers and sisters, Sam, Charity, Alfred, Linda, they had a group called the McCrarys, and the McCrarys actually they have performed everywhere. They actually opened up for Michael Jackson. In fact, they were so talented that at one point Michael Jackson had requested that they came to LA to open, and so open up. So indirectly, Michael Jackson's kind of responsible for my birth because my dad met my mom. My dad met my mom when he came when he went to LA. Yeah, if Michael wouldn't have requested them to come to LA, my dad would have never met my mom. So thank you, Michael. Yeah. So I was raised that way, singing and stuff, and music has always been something that I wanted to do. Acting is a wonderful thing. It was a wonderful accident that kept giving. But it's like when you said the performing arts is dance, theater, it's music, and like when I was raised in the industry, when I was coming up, we didn't we didn't know any different than you had to sing, you had to act, you had to dance, you had to do it all. And it gave me such a voice, such expression. I was able to express myself versus me, knocking somebody upside their head or mischanneling my anger, like Tommy the Trash Man. Right. You know what I'm saying? I had an outlet.
Right.
Yes, got a project coming out. It's the name of the band is called #GO.
Hashtag, I seen
Yeah,
that.
you said it right. You say everything right, Mo. You see it right. It's #GO.
Right.
Because
Go.
sometimes go is too slow. So you got to say, you got to phonetically put it out there. Hashtag
Yeah.
Go.
Hashtag go.
Yeah, and it also stands for game over, because we're not playing with this music. So yeah. So we the name of the project is Game Over. We were blessed to work with us. A band, my brother Donovan McCrary's in it. He played Little Ricky and Boys in the Hood.
Wow.
Yeah.
Y'all do
And
look
he's
alike
in
too.
an episode of
Wow,
Family
that's
Matters.
funny.
Yeah, he's in an episode of Family Matters. Yeah, he's an awesome musician and producer in his own right.
That was your brother.
Yeah, man, he's a beast. He's a beast. Yeah, Donnie is awesome.
So
We
what
call
you
him
play?
Donnie Wonderful.
What he play?
He plays everything. I mean, everything. Listen, I play a few instruments because in my family, like, you had to be able to, like, play something else because somebody else was always playing something, and you learn, like, if you couldn't sing well, you wasn't singing lead, so you was singing backup, so you sharpen your ear up while you was singing backup because you couldn't sing lead better than the person that was singing sit you behind down, and that's the way my family, that's the way we work.
Your dad was a musician, one of the greatest, so that's probably what you lived off of. You probably was like,
Oh my God!
Joe Jackson.
It was so intimidating. Like, seriously, it was
Mr.
Like, it
Howard.
was really intimidating for real. Like, to be around my dad. Like, even to this day, I play keyboards, but I will not sit at the piano when my dad's in the room.
Why?
'Cause he's
Do he come
so
over there? Wait a
bad.
minute. Do he come over there? Something? You hit the wrong key.
You know, actually, like, in his old, like, now that he's older now, so he's like a little more laid back. My dad's like the smoothest, most chivalrous cat like you ever meet. He's so fly, and so like I hope I can
Something
be like a
like
little
mine.
bit like him. Yeah, like your pops.
Something like my
Your dad-
pops.
Your dad's smooth. That dude is so smooth with it. I'm like, I can hang out with that guy. Like, for real, he's a cool cat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Thank you, sir. Salute. Yeah, so but it's like my dad is so cold with it. He'll just come up here and say, son, hold on 1 second. He'll test
Hold
this
on.
chord, and
Yeah.
he'll test this chord, and I'll be like, man, why you do that to me? Bye, man. Let me go pick up my guitar.
Right.
But yeah, so it's really cool. This project is awesome. We've had some of the greats come and sit in on this project. Elder Barge, and one of the songs that I think you have, Elder Barge and Chico DeBarge sang background vocals on.
Wow.
Slash from Guns N' Roses played
What?
on one of the songs. Paul Jackson Jr., Michael Jackson's guitars. Michael Jackson's drummer, Sugarfoot Moffett, set in on this project. I mean, like, it's crazy. Like, it's like,
Man, right.
it's-
That's a project right there.
It was cool about it. It's just like a throwback because, like, that's how those great albums that I grew up listening to were. We used to look at the credits and see, like, dang, like, and the musicians had a name. Like, they had a name, and you knew that name, and if that name was associated with the music you were buying, you knew you were getting good music. And so that's what we've kind of done with this project. My sister, Sarah McCrary, she's an amazing writer. She writes for artists on Sony Records and Red Records, and she's amazing. So she's a part of it. We got a pretty cool little groove going, and it's just like feel good music, It's we try to make
And that's what's coming back, man.
message
That
with a
feel good
music,
music, right.
with a message.
Good.
You gotta feel good. That's
Ozzy Brothers and all that
Come
feel
on.
good.
real
Come
music.
on.
That was the real
Come on.
music.
We need that back.
It was
Come on.
Everything coming
it
back
had
around.
meaning, and it was special, and it brought real love, because I was brought up and made on that type of music.
that's what
I was created on
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, like I consider myself a student of musicology, which is something that the late great Prince actually implemented and came up with, musicology. And it's like, it's teaching through music. I mean, when you listen to Prince, you hear all the influence of James Brown. You hear the different influences. You can kind of feel the Rick James and the funk. George
Right.
Clinton. That's why Prince worked with George Clinton and all these greats. Prince, that man did what he did for music. I mean, you hear all the songs that he wrote.
Right.
I mean, he wrote for other artists just as many songs as he wrote and recorded himself. So I just feel like music is something that we really we can't lose. Music, we can't lose the essence of music, because it's definitely an extension of the soul, and that's what we're trying to do, is some rock and soul music that'll rock your soul.
Well,
And that's what took a lot of the music out when they went to the digital
Well-
making tracks and
Well, you're right. You're absolutely right, and I'm gonna tell you.
instead of playing live like they normally did.
But I really believe, in my humble opinion, I don't know anything, but I try, I study, I want to learn, that it was an agenda. Because, see, music brings people together. If you look at it, and I heard the late, great Bobby Womack, who was another one of my mentors, who that's real music, right? He
Right.
actually was talking about, like, how, like, when they were doing rock and roll, like the Rolling Stones fans, you go to a Rolling Stones concert, like you might smell a little herb in the air, smell something in the air, whatever, but ain't nobody fighting. When they leave, they actually might clean up after themselves because they want to show you how much they respect. What it is, like real rock and roll, not this like, and like a lot of the rap music and stuff, no disrespect to any rappers. I love Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. I love all these young dudes that are really doing it and keeping it alive. Like J. Cole, people don't realize this, but that was the only album, I think it was when it was released, to go multi-platinum with no features on it. No features on that album, and that dude went platinum. You know how hard that is today? How hard it is to do today? Because we've been trained to look for, this got somebody else featured. Well, if it got somebody else, okay, but anyway, when you go to rap concerts, sometimes you go, you don't know if you walking up out of there without having to get in the fisticuffs. True. You don't know. I mean, it's a trip. I mean, like it's so many stories, countless, where people are fighting in concerts and but that old stuff, like you said, the Isley Brothers, you go to a Prince concert, it was love in the room. Right. Shoot, in fact, you was trying to figure out if you didn't come with the one you love, who you was taking home to love.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what we want to project in the music that we do. We want to make you love somebody.
I have a question.
First off, love yourself first.
Right, you sure right. Mo. I have a question. So the album single seasons, what are your intentions with that single?
Well, Seasons is a really deep record to me, and we threw it out first because like I wanted people to understand what it is. It's indicative of our sound because it's probably one of the most musical pieces, but it's also one of the shortest pieces on the whole project. It's like almost under 3 minutes. And so we packed all of this, the saxophones and the acoustic piano and the guitars and the live drums and all these vocals. My aunt sang background vocals on it. My dad arranged the strings on it. Live strings. Like we packed all of that into under 2 minutes, right? But what it was is everybody in life that's living, you either gonna go through something if you're not already going through something.
Right.
But the operative word in that sentence is through.
Right.
And if you keep standing, you're gonna go through it. And if you remember, and you look when you're going through, you just remember that this world was made to spin around. So everything comes back full circle. This world spinning around, it's going to eventually come back to where it was spinning.
Right.
And so it goes around, it really does come around, and that's real. It's all cyclical. Leaves fall off the tree, but they grow back. You plant a seed and you water it, it's gonna grow. So just remember your leaves might be falling off, but when them leaves fall off, your leaves are gonna come back fuller, stronger. And I was going through something. It was a custody battle that began with my oldest son, Zachariah, who's now 9. And son, Daddy loves you very much. If you know Zach, if you're hearing this, you tell him his daddy loves him, son. I'll see you again soon, and we will always be together, never depart. You know it. You Daddy's main man. And I knew that it wasn't going to turn out well. I raised my son from the age of 9 months to 6 years old by myself. With my family.
Wow.
Yeah, and so we got into this custody battle, and whatever happened, the courts, whatever the judge was bought or whatever happened, I'm sorry, did I say that? I'm a black man, a celebrity, so they want to make an example. I'm sorry, I didn't say. Anyway, I'm just saying whatever, because they like to make examples of us. But anyway, I'm sorry, what did I say? Oh yeah, Seasons. Okay, so my bad. So yeah, no prejudice. They don't like anyway. So yeah.
Don't
like
talk. Hey,
my bad. So
it's an open platform. You can talk.
Yeah. So what it is basically I saw that happening, and we were in the studio working on this project, and my grandfather had passed away, and then my godfather, Rick James. I bet y'all didn't know I was Rick James' illegitimate godson.
No.
Y'all didn't know that, huh?
No, we didn't know that. We know now.
How you be illegitimate godson? Because my family was supposed to be my daddy.
Oh, man.
Okay.
My parents were like, no, and he was like, he's mine. I'm Rick James.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did he say?
Nah, for real, he claimed me. He did, and I'm grateful he did, because that man spoke some serious stuff, and that's a whole. Remind me, we'll come back to that. That's a whole nother story. That dude was amazing. He was amazing. He was so much more than what we thought what we saw of him in public.
Right.
But anyway, back to Seasons. It was just a blessing. I left the studio because I needed some quiet time, and I went to the beach, and at 5 a.m. I sat and I penned this song, and that's what the Spirit gave me. And it also came that to my spirit that this song wasn't for me.
Why?
It wasn't for me. It was for somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah, so you never know what you're going through, how it may help someone else along their journey.
Right.
You never know. So that's why we have to embrace the struggle.
And the struggle is real.
Embrace the struggle. It is. Yeah.
So how was it transitioning from an actor to a musician to an artist?
Oh man, it's been deep. Like seriously, I've been working on music for a long time. I've worked with some greats, some of the guys who wrote and produced. I worked with one of the only producers ever to produce a whole Marvin Gaye record. Like nobody can ever say that they did that. Like his name is Leon Ware. Amazing. Mm-hmm. You know the song "I Want You"? I want you.
Sing it
the right way, like I want you, but I want you to want me too. Right?
Yeah.
Leon Ware wrote that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I tried.
Right. Look, that was live, y'all.
Yeah. But it's like and so I never really was able to fit into a box, because people forget this, and those who are entertainers who are listening to this, those who are aspiring, if you're out there, remember the littlest word in the words show business is show. It's a business,
Right.
So I had to figure out the business side of it, and I had to really sometimes I guess you have to put your emotions and your feelings to the side, because emotions and feelings don't make no money.
Right.
And money don't have no feelings and emotions.
Right.
So I had to figure it out. So I guess I could say that it hasn't been an easy journey. But luckily, you have people who believe in your talent, who see you. So I was able to sing on Family Matters. A few episodes. They let me do that. I actually even wrote an episode where I was singing in it. It hasn't been easy at all. And I'm still finding myself, growing as an artist. But it's been, I guess, enlightening to say the least. Because you learn a lot about yourself when you really step outside yourself and look around.
Wow.
Very encouraging.
Thank you.
Encouraging. I like that.
Thank you.
Helping me with where I'm going as well.
Thank you. Yes, that's what I want. That's all I want to do. That's what I want my life to do. I mean, what we were talking about earlier, how you said you felt some kind of way when Prince, passed, and it's like, when that happens, and you feel some kind of way, if you hear, your butcher passed or your neighborhood, garbage man passed, and you like, dang, whoever that was, or the principal or the school, whoever it was, it don't matter. It doesn't have to be an entertainer. If you feel some kind of way and you've impacted somebody's life, then you've done your job.
That's
right.
And that's all I'm working for. I just want to make sure that I'm able to impact and help and just spread some positive vibes. We need that.
How did I know this was back 30 years? How did Family Matters change you? I mean, did that kind of help you out, or that coming up?
Yeah, it did. It did in a lot of ways.
It wasn't the Cosbys, but
but you know what I like? What I enjoy, when I can honestly say about Family Matters, it wasn't the Cosbys, but it appealed to a whole another group of people, because everybody didn't have a dad that wore cool sweaters that was a doctor. I mean, you probably did. I mean, look at how clean your dad is. Look at the boots. Look at the jeans. The man clean. The man clean, y'all. He got gazelles on, y'all. The man clean. You know what I'm saying? But everybody didn't have a mama that was a lawyer, who had her hair did, every, you know what I'm saying? Everybody had that, every day. Nails did, everything did. Everybody didn't have that. So, Family Matters appealed to a whole other group. It had, first off, a man who was a blue-collar worker as a father. He was just a cop. A lot of people don't know this, but my mother's job originally on Family Matters was she was an elevator lady.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Harriet
so
was
your
an
mom,
elevator.
okay, so your mom actually played in...
No. Harriet. My TV mom.
The
my
TV mom.
Yeah,
Okay.
Harriet. Yeah,
Harriet.
Harriet Winslow. She was originally who the show was originally created for. Jo Marie Payton.
Okay.
God bless you, Jo Marie. I love you so much. Much respect and props. Because there wouldn't be a Family Matters if it wasn't for her. They wrote that show for her.
Okay. Well, see, that's
her
something
character-
people didn't know.
Yeah, she was an elevator woman. And Jaleel White, God bless you, Jay. I just talked to him the other day. That's my dog, Steve Urkel, for y'all who don't know
What is
Jaleel.
Look, I'm like, what is
And
he doing?
I'm going to say this, okay? Let me just say this, okay? Some of you might be offended, but I'm known for saying things that most people are afraid to.
Your finger is up, though.
Be bold with it.
Because I'm just saying, like, this is real.
That was a different finger.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. It's a mind of its own.
Okay.
If you're going to watch a show and take some time to watch a show and it comes on for 10 years, just take time to look at the names that flash underneath someone's face so you can just know it. Even if you don't want to call them by their name. I'm not saying anything. I don't care. You can call me Eddie, Malcolm. It doesn't matter. But it's like if I was Jaleel and people were calling me Urkel, I mean, I would probably be like, dude, you know how hard I had to, how those pants rode my nuts? Can you please say Jaleel White? I was a grown-ass man, 21 years old with them pants riding my nuts. Say my name, my real name. I'm sorry.
Right. Wait a minute. But that's why they had to come out with the.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute. Look, that's why they had to come out with the segment that they did when he was Stephon.
Well, they did.
When he had to come out, he had to get.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Yeah, so they could show, the contrast. But I mean, some people don't mind. I have some friends who don't want to be called by their stage names, but Family Matters. But Jaleel White came on as a guest star, and he was just so phenomenal that they actually brought him back and made him a regular. So you had somebody who was an outcast, an awkward social outcast, and so everybody is not the cool guy. Right. So you had some relatable characters. You had a dad that was a cop, a mom that was an elevator lady. You had a big brother, and I was talking with Teresa Ballard, who's in the house today. Hey, Teresa Ballard.
What's up, Teresa?
Amazing writer. We're doing a play next year called Suspicion, Lies, and Death by Pi. We were talking about it, and it's like, you'll find some actors, especially black actors. That's my manager, Vonzel. Vonzel, could you please tell them to be quiet out there? You get a bunch of black people in a room out there, and they just they don't know how to act. I mean, could you tell them, please?
Everybody make some noise in the house.
That's Vonzel, y'all, the greatest manager in the world.
Yes, he is.
It's a trip. A lot of actors, especially black actors, what I've noticed, I don't know. We always want to be funny. We always want to, but everybody can't be the funny guy. You have to have some people that are the serious person to keep things grounded.
Right.
You know what I mean? And to be able to move the story along. So Jaleel did a great job of being the comedic relief in the show, and adding that levity to the show, and that was his job, and he took pride in it. But you had a show that had some relatable characters, and I think that it made people. Comfortable, and it made people want to actually watch and tune in. So it did tremendous things for me as an actor. I was able to grow and practice my craft to become greater for later. And the best part of it for me was coming into people's homes for all those years and becoming familiar with all you beautiful people who I now revere as my supporters, so thank you.
Right. So what's going to happen today? Where are you going from here after this?
After this, I'm going to a dance competition.
World of Dance. Really?
Yeah, World of Dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, these children compete like it's serious. It's like bring it on. Bring it on. Yeah, like the cheerleaders, but this is for dancers. Yeah. So I'm going to go support my team.
Jordan Johnson.
Yeah, Jordan Johnson. That's my squad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I hope we take it off. The Jordan Johnson School of Dance. The Jordan Johnson team. So that's what I'm when I do that. I'm going to go support Teresa's daughter's on the team, Rachel. I'm going to support your baby Rachel. And that's who. But before I do that, I'm going to the gym because I got to keep it sexy.
Okay, wait a minute. You just ate Rudy's chicken, and then you talking about keeping it sexy. Well, I thought you said today was a cheat day. You was hanging out with Mo. We was going to eat some Rudy's chicken.
I know, but that's why I feel bad, because I'm really, really full right now.
There's some green broccoli
I need that.
out there.
I need that.
It's good for the body.
I need it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Hey,
love this carrot.
so
You need some peach cobbler.
no.
That sounds good.
He got a
Oh,
up and down
peach cobbler, I
leg.
like that. I like it a lot.
Right. Okay, y'all. So, you got a lot of fans out here waiting to meet and greet and shake your hand. So you got to get out of here. You got a lot. You
Let's
got a
do
lot
this.
of stuff. You got a lot of stuff
Let's do
going
this.
for today.
All right.
So
All right, I got.
we gon'
we got a couple minutes. Okay.
yeah. we good. We good. We
let's
good. We
let's
good.
hashtag GO because sometimes Go is too slow.
Let's go.
Okay, one more
Oh,
question
social
for
media,
you.
yeah. Hey, you know what? Everybody listening, everybody who follows me right now, at Darius McCrary on Instagram, at Darius McCrary on Twitter, and I'm Darius McCrary on Facebook. You know, I'm a very simple man with complicated dreams.
Me too.
If you just follow me, sometimes I'm a complicated man with simple dreams, but right now I'm a very simple man with complicated dreams. If you follow me on social media, at Darius McCrary on Twitter, at Darius McCrary on Instagram. I don't Snapchat unless my sister Sarah does it. She loves to Snapchat. I will follow you back. www.dariusmccrary.com is the website. And check out the website, www.fatherscare.org. That is a nonprofit organization that we've started to support fathers and mothers. It's a non-gender biased organization to support fathers and mothers.
What?
Gender biased
It
organization.
sounded like you said gingivitis, and I.
A non-gender biased
Oh, okay.
organization. That was founded to support fathers and mothers who have experienced injustice through the court system.
Wow.
And it's to bring awareness of the injustice in the court system concerning what should be the best interest of the child. They have no intent on doing what is best for your child. It is all about money. A lot of people don't know this, but the judge that sits before you sits on what they call what? Anybody know what the judge sits on in court? The bench. In Latin, that word means bank. So the judge is basically sitting on a bank, and you got to break bread. And that's why, if they pull you over, the old saying is tell it to the judge. And all the judge want is your bread. This whole correctional system, the penal system, all of this stuff is created to make money. And I will say this, blacks first, then Latinas second are targeted for this system. When you go to if you go to family court, you rarely see white folks in a family court line in the lines for family court.
Right.
You see blacks and Latinos.
Right.
That's who you really see. And if you've been down there, it's real. I mean, it's so, the numbers are so lopsided because number one, and I'm not prejudiced in any way. I love all God's children, but this is just a fact that we have to face. It's really sad, but you see the blacks and Latinos, white people, they know how to work it out.
Yeah.
They just sit down with somebody, whoever is going to be the mediator, and this is what it is, and this is what we're going to do. And 9 times out of 10, there is no child support. There's something called a trust fund. Right. So if you can, early on for your child, just if you start when your child is born, let's just say, and every month you put in the amount of money that they become, every year you just do that. Like, first month, you start it off, if you want to, be fancy and floss, for one, you start with a $10 bill, and she's 2 or he's 2, put a 20, 3 months, do $30 a month. And if you do that to the time they're 18, do you know what your child will have?
Right.
I kind of blew your mind, right?
No, that was good.
It's real, right?
Yeah, that's real.
Is that crazy?
That's good.
So I say
trust
fund versus child support. Let's give our children trust funds.
Right, I totally agree.
Right.
That is good. That's good information.
Fatherscare.org. Fatherscare.org. Okay.
Fatherscare.org.
I'm loving this hairstyle, man, you're rocking today.
I'm loving your hairstyle. You rocking. Thank you. Yeah.
He looked like he about 25 and he just turned 40.
Okay.
How about that?
Thank you. I want to stay here.
Stay here. You're welcome. We're going to have you on every Friday and Saturday.
I'm in.
So I got let's do sign for about 6-7 minutes.
Okay.
Pictures, yes, and then do pictures, and then we gotta go to the for them kids.
All right.
Was that temporary good? I did good.
Natural.
Baby, yes.
I want to hear you rap.
Yeah, you gotta hear a rap.